Mom and two sisters plotted to murder son-in-law with fatal dose of heroin. Three sisters now know the cold reality of federal prison. Their crime? A murder-for-hire plot so twisted, it reads like a dark fiction. Sandra Grimes, Judy Owen, and Mitzy Smith. These are the names of the women who orchestrated a chilling scheme. Their target was Raul Mina, Sandra Grimes' own son-in-law, a man they wanted silenced forever. Give a like and subscribe. Leave a comment. At the heart of this conspiracy lies a bitter custody battle, a fight for a child that spiraled into unimaginable darkness. Grimes' daughter, Irma Nicole Bauer, was locked in a fierce dispute with Mina. The details of their conflict remain largely private, but the animosity was undeniable. The sisters believed eliminating Mina was the only way to secure their grandchild's future, a twisted logic that led them down a path of no return. The sisters didn't plan to get their hands dirty themselves. They enlisted Rebecca Murphy to carry out their deadly plan. Murphy was promised a substantial sum of money for her services, blood money, earned through the ultimate betrayal. The plan was simple, yet horrifying. Inject Mina with a fatal dose of heroin, a calculated overdose designed to look like a tragic accident. The goal was to make it appear as though Mina was a drug addict, a convenient narrative to explain his sudden death. The sisters provided funds from Murphy to purchase the heroin. They fueled the plot with cash, sealing their fate. The execution of the plan was far from smooth. Multiple trips to Louisiana were made, each attempt fraught with complications. Initial attempts to hire a hitman failed. The criminal underworld, it seems, has its own code, however twisted. The first hitman ran off with $10,000 of the sisters' money, a costly setback that only fueled their desperation. Murphy grew increasingly uncomfortable with the escalating demands. The sisters' bloodlust was becoming insatiable. Grimes even wanted Mina killed in broad daylight outside a courthouse, a brazen act of violence that defied all reason. Something shifted within Rebecca Murphy, perhaps a flicker of conscience or a fear of the consequences. Murphy backed out of the murder plot. She could no longer stomach the darkness she had embraced. The sisters, desperate, gave Murphy an unregistered gun, a dangerous escalation that further implicated them in the conspiracy. Murphy brought her girlfriend, Jessica Montgomery, to purchase bullets, a seemingly innocuous act that would have devastating repercussions. Montgomery purchased bullets for the gun. She unknowingly became an accessory to a crime that would change her life forever. The relationship between Murphy and the sisters soured. Trust eroded, replaced by suspicion and fear. Murphy contacted the FBI and revealed the entire plot. She chose to expose the conspiracy rather than become a murderer. The three sisters, Murphy and Montgomery, were all charged. The weight of the law descended upon them, crushing their carefully constructed lies. Sandra Grimes pleaded guilty to conspiracy to commit murder and transfer of a firearm. She accepted responsibility, at least in part, for her actions. Grimes received a 70-month prison sentence, a significant punishment, but perhaps not enough for the life she sought to destroy. Judy Owen and Mitzy Smith chose to fight the charges. They maintained their innocence, clinging to a desperate hope of freedom. Owen and Smith were found guilty in January. The jury saw through their lies, delivering a verdict that sealed their fate. Owen received a 120-month sentence, a decade behind bars for her role in the conspiracy. Smith was sentenced to time served, a lighter sentence perhaps due to her perceived lesser involvement. Murphy and Montgomery were sentenced to 5 years in prison. Their cooperation with the authorities did little to mitigate their involvement. Montgomery was sentenced for purchasing ammunition for a known felon, a seemingly minor offense that carried a heavy price. This case serves as a chilling reminder of the destructive power of family disputes, how easily anger and resentment can escalate into unimaginable violence. It demonstrates the devastating consequences of seeking revenge. The ripple effects of such actions can destroy lives and tear families apart. The story of Sandra Grimes, Judy Owen, and Mitzy Smith is a cautionary tale, a dark chapter in the annals of crime, forever etched in the memories of those affected.